Ah, Arabia. A sweaty tryhard's paradise. Until the memers show up. Today we're going to go over the top 5 memes on Arabia. This will be based on what I find most fun. Nothing really else, just 5 strategies that I find very, very fun. So without further ado, let's jump right in. In number 5, we have the Spanish Archer Rush, aka the Tati Rush, in which you build 3 forward ranges to then harass your opponent. Now, sometimes you might not get the third range up, like in this situation, but ultimately, you're going to go for a whole bunch of archers and no additional villagers. Very, very chaotic, very fun, very all in. This strategy does allow for a tower placement, as you do have that 200 stone that you're not going to be using. I highly recommend that you use your forward villagers to build either an offensive tower on your opponent or a defensive tower on your gold to keep your gold safe. Wait a second. My opponent has a defensive tower on the gold. What strategy is he going for? Oh no. He's going for a Tati Rush as well. Lunacy off the hinge. And this is why I love this strategy so flippin' much. In number 4, it has to be, for me, the Hotel, Motel, Holiday Shotel Warriors Rush with 21 pop. Now this can be very, very tricky to get off, especially if you're getting harassed by happy players, scouts without loom. That's right, you go all the way up to castle without picking up loom and then you instantly pick it up upon reaching castle age. This only works with Ethiopians because Ethiopians get 100 food and 100 gold upon going to the next age. Yeah, this looks bad. Like really bad. Like really, really bad. But let's just see how it all plays out in the end. We're going to speed it up a little bit here. Let's see what happens. But once you do get those shotels out, holy moly, do shotels slap. Especially at higher EOs. What do you knows how to do against the Shotel Infinite Flotel? Happy player is about to get taken off of his gold. He's already off of any wood source that he has available to him. There's absolutely nothing that he can do here from Feudal Age. We're going to destroy his buildings, and that is GG. Oh wait, I stand corrected. He did technically make it to Castle Age, yet there's still absolutely nothing that he can do. Interesting how it looked so bad for us just a couple of minutes ago, and now it looks so good. This is exactly why I love 21 pop shotels on Arabia. I believe this was played at 1700 ELO. In number 3, I can't say free, I'm Dutch. We have, you probably already noticed, the Infinite Goth Militia Rush. Slap 2 onto gold, the rest onto food, I guess some wood as well so that you can get farms because militia do require farms to infinitely produce them. This strategy truly has it all though. It has laming, palisade walls, militia. Actually, it doesn't really have very many units other than militia in this strategy, but man, is it a lot of fun. Not very successful at higher ELOs, but it is one of the more enjoyable strategies in my opinion. Now, the goth variant that I have made to the Infinite Militia, being the Infinite Men-at-Arm spam, has gotten some successful results, which I will show you right about meow. But first, let's get defeated. Can't win them all. Ugh. That's a shame that we couldn't win this one. Absolute shame. Yet still very, very fun. Here's a more successful version. This is a 18 to 19 pop up double barracks all in men at arms with goths. Once again, 2 onto gold, the rest onto food, and spam those men at arms out. We don't even get upgrades for this one. Absolutely all in hilarity about to ensue. Just make sure that you don't lose any of your men at arms like I do here, but it's fine because somehow, some way, my opponent just doesn't want to deal with us anymore, and he flips the table. Let's go, another 1700 ELO win with the memeiest of meme strats.
How did we win that?
In number 2, it has to be 8 pop scouts. Catching people with their pants down when only having 7 villagers is absolutely satisfying. The build order is very complex. I don't think many of you will be able to do this. You put 7 villagers onto food. That's it. You click up, you get 25 more wood, you build yourself a stables, you pump out a whole bunch of scouter rims. If you're feeling daring, you collect a little bit more wood, and you drop a tower forwards, harass the bejeebies out of any Frank player that you encounter, and look for those table flipper moments. Those moments in which you can get several villagers at the same time, where your opponent thinks he's just so far behind, he can never come back. And let them bathe in their own sorrow when they realize that you have nothing at home. Talking about table flipper moments, glorious. Absolutely glorious. Another really enjoyable hyper-aggressive scout rush is the 12 pop scout rush with Malay, which is a variant on the 8 pop scout rush from Khmer. You do require obviously the barracks and a lumber camp in order to click up, so you go up slightly later, going 6 onto food, 3 onto wood, last 2 on food, and picking up loom. Even though you have a later click up, you'll still reach feudal time about the same time as 8 pop scouts, because Malay go to the next age 66% faster. It will also allow you a nice smooth transition onto berries, as you'll keep the free villagers on wood, and it will be much easier to drop that forwards towers. The only problem is that the scout production in the beginning can be a little bit iffy if you're not force dropping. Don't allow them to get any resources, and easy win.
Oh my god, we got him.
Once again to
We got him.
have your opponent flip the table when you only have 11 villagers.
Vills. Yes, let's go. He didn't know where to go anymore. He did not know where to go anymore. Oh my god, he did not know where to go. Better than you? I think not. Nobody is better than another person. We are all equal in this world, and that's exactly what this game aims to show. You might have more eco, you might have more Villagares, but we have heart. We have passion. We have scouts. Before we get to my number 1, let's have some honorable mentions. How could you forget the Morley Games all-in Step Lancer Rush? Absolutely joyous. Go up 23 pops, small walls, get as many Seppi boys out, and just poke everything to death while your opponent is still in feudal age. If they do make it to castle age, hopefully you have enough Step Lancers to deal with anything that your opponent may have. Another honorable mention I want to talk about is the Tower Rush. Now, Tower Rushes are normally more for Arena or Hideout, but can be done on Arabia as well, and can be really, really
fun. My favorite variant is the full Yashima towers, where you get eventually a castle out, upgrades on your towers, and just kill everything with tons and tons of arrows. Before we get to number one, I just want to thank everybody who supports me. We're really trying to crank up the production value. This video took me a long period of time to create. It would really mean the world to me if you guys could like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know it's an ambitious goal, but I know with your help we can do it. We want to keep making amazing AOE2 content. Enough sentimental stuff. Let's just jump into number one. Gross. My absolute favorite strategy on Arabia, number uno, you probably already see it, is the TC Drop. I even did a whole strategy guide on how to TC Drop called the Book of Memes. Of course, you have the Persian TC Drop, but there's a lot of other variants out there, such as the House Rush with Khmer, where you aim to drop houses on key locations, killing villagers off of the berries, wood line, and so on before eventually TC dropping your opponent for the victory. Or the Berber Villager Rush, in which you aim to, well, not TC drop at all. You just send 8 villagers forward after collecting a whole bunch of food, fight absolutely everything, make your opponent's life miserable by laming everything in your horizon, and no surprise in their demisin. Demisin rhyming with horizon, really? That's the best that you could come up with? Let's jump into the ultimate TC drop. Of course, the ultimate TC drop belongs to the Lithuanians with the Berber drop, getting 100 food for every single TC that you drop. This one is the nastiest of the nasty. Nah, I'm just playing around. This one is a lot of fun though, but may not be the best TC drop out there. That title belongs to only one civilization: Sicilians. With their 100% faster TC construction speed, as well as the 100 stone in the bank, you can drop TCs on your opponent's face with ease while still having tons of eco at home. And you can drop them just as many times as they can rebuild. What's not to love? You even can find a nice wood line, wall it in, and drop TCs on it. You're not giving a poop lord because you're TC dropping everything. And the salt, that salt, so salty, so delicious, so nutritious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the top 5 meme strats on Arabia. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a top 5 meme strats on Arena or any other map for that matter. Let's just take a look at the end of this game to really enjoy that sweet, sweet salt. It goes without saying, it's just a game. Don't be a racist. Be kind. Rewind. Keep an open mind. Let love and peace fill your day's hearts. Bye. Wait a second. Before we leave, is he smurfing? Actually. Oh, and he's smurfing! Of course he's smurfing! Oh my god, of course he's smurfing as well. Wow. That is hilarious. A 90% win rate. And then just gets absolutely served. Delightful. Absolutely delightful.